on, YouTube fam? Recently, I got to meet my buddy Mike again. This guy's been so busy lately, but I had the opportunity to pick at his brain a little more, find out a little bit more about how he does what he does. If you're interested in seeing that video, it's really informative. And also go follow Mike on all of his social media, literally Mike Cannz on all platforms of the internet. So if you want to watch this interview, please keep on watching, and I'll see you next month with some really great original content of mine. Bye, YouTube fam.
My life is a movie, my life is a game. Please do not play with me. Praying to God every night. This is a what I do secretly.
Mike Cannz, what a studio. I love it.
Thank you.
Did you decorate it yourself?
This is honestly a homemade studio that I've been building for many years now over time. So this is my own personal studio.
I love it. I definitely see that you have all your inspirations on the walls. We got Spider-Man, Eminem, everything to get you in the zone, and songwriting. That's so cool.
Thank you.
Oh, one thing that I've been meaning to ask you actually is you have a lot of, more than 250,000 streams worldwide, a lot of commitment coming from the fans, right? So how does that feel?
Honestly, it's a very surreal moment, like just to kind of start seeing the natural organic flow of all the monthly listeners coming back to my pages and like re-listening to the music. That shows that it's working, and the path that me and the team have decided to go down is working, and we're only going to get bigger as we go.
That's so cool. It must feel really satisfying and like #goals.
Yes.
That's cool. So how are you actually coming up with all these hits behind the scenes for us? Like, do you do the lyrics first, beat first? Like, what's your favorite way to work, so to speak?
Honestly, my process, there's not, I guess, an exact process, but I obviously do always want to have a beat first because the beat kind of speaks to me and tells me what story I want to tell in my life. It gets me with a feeling. Sometimes I'll just sit in my studio alone, I'll find a beat, or I'll get sent a beat by a producer, and I'll sit there and I'll write something and, work in my own space, no one else around me. And I feel like I open up the most when I'm alone. And then I'll bring it to the studio with my team, and then we'll bring and develop that song and bring it to life to where it needs to be. And there's been times where I've walked into a studio and we just created from scratch. Like, I didn't have no lyrics, no flow, no idea, and we just went off of a feeling and just said, yo, let's sample a piano, and then we took a piano and then we just started building on top of that, like with vibes. Yeah. I walked into the studio and my producer, Janssen, he already had the beat already going on. I'm like, what is that? He's like, oh, I was just thinking of you. I was like, perfect.
That's so cool.
The song just kind of came to life, and then I just started the flow, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. And then from there, like 6 hours later, you had vibes, and there it is,
pieces
done.
Together. That's so cool. So do you find that like in those moments, do you write about like fiction, whereas other times you could write about a real thing that happened, like fact in your life?
Honestly, I like to always keep it real. I always try to tap into like life experiences, things that I feel, emotions, because again, the more real I can be, the more I can connect with the people out there.
Right. What's the best advice that anyone has ever given you pertaining to the industry?
Well, obviously, in this industry, it's very hard to be working in the entertainment business, period. All my mistakes are the advice I want to give out to the artists out there, but the two that I'm going to showcase the most are going to be, one, be true to yourself, be who you are. My management kind of saw that I was having a different voice. I was putting on a new persona with myself back in the day, trying to be somebody rather than just being me naturally. And I've started to take back with my lower tone and started to work on me as a natural artist, and that's making it more genuine for all the artists out there and the consumers out there to connect with me, to take it to the next level. The second advice I would want to give is focus on your brand. Think bigger than just an artist. I know obviously it starts with the music, starts with the acting, it starts with whatever you have, but you need to focus on that branding and think bigger with your brand, think bigger with your business, because that's where you can last long term, not short term. And that's the thing I feel artists make mistakes is they think it's gonna happen soon and it's a short term thing, when really this is a long term. You're building a brand, you're building a business. It doesn't happen overnight, right?
Absolutely. And I think that when people actually are more genuine about themselves, then their career is going to be that much more long lasting, right?
Exactly.
Because they're going to make real connections with people.
Yeah, brands on brands, right? Like you gotta think bigger than just where you are right now.
And the public isn't stupid. Like, I think they can tell when someone's not being
100%.
genuine, right?
We naturally just feel it through the energy of just knowing that, I don't connect with this person. And that's where I want to be myself.
Right. Oh, speaking of you,
Yeah.
yourself, you are starring in Tuscan Leather. Can I say? Is there anything that you can tell us about when that's releasing? Like,
I actually spoke to the director the
Yeah.
other day, and he says come 2020, the movie's going to be premiered. It's coming out either in film festivals or getting a big distribution deal with a big company. I'm so excited for it. I've been
Yeah.
waiting a year for it too, but
That's so cool.
it's going to be big, and I can't wait to share that with
oh my
everybody.
God, me neither. Yeah, let us know.
We shot in Montreal, by the way.
Oh,
Actually.
really? I miss
Yes.
Montreal so much. Speaking of like cool things happening, so how are you planning on finishing the decade in 2019, and then how do you want to start the new decade in 2020?
Well, I can't because then I'm gonna not give you a surprise.
Okay, well, don't leave us hanging. Like, tell us like a little something.
Okay, fair. Okay, coming at the end of this year in 2019, we're planning at the end of November to drop a 2-song dual pack to the people and to finish off the year with that. I want this project to come across as, showing me developing myself, working on self-development, and becoming who I am today and overcoming things in my life from finding myself, being true to myself, and also at the same time, through things in my love story, by becoming stronger and a better person that I am. And I want to help people achieve that too.
That's so cool. It's going to be very inspiring to watch. Going international too, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot about that. And yeah, in 2020, we plan to start taking things down south to Miami. I know
Miami,
I mentioned that to you
Oh
before,
my
so
God,
we're going to
yeah.
take things down to Miami,
Right.
start doing bigger things, dropping a debut project, and really taking things to the next level. So I'm really excited. And again, there's some things I can't say, but
That is-
I'm really excited to share soon.
That is actually really exciting. So congratulations, and I wish you the best
Thank you
in
so
all
much.
your projects. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I cut.